Today we're gonna fight that traffic ticket. My name is Alan Northern, bringing you filmmaking tips and tricks and also post-college life advice. Let me tell you what happens when you decide not to fight it and to pay the traffic ticket. You get points on your license. Bad. Insurance rates go up. Bad. Let's say your ticket is, I don't know, $160, which is what mine was. Very bad. So you got 3 bads, and you can avoid all of that. So the second thing I'd recommend after you decide to fight it is to contact a prepaid legal service. So when you do that, they will tell you step by step what you have to do. But I believe some of them are like 20 bucks a month. You can decide to do that if you want to. I have one, mine is LegalShield. I don't know if you're interested, LegalShield. And they will actually come out to court for you and fight that ticket on your behalf. You just have to show up and give them maybe like 2 or 3 weeks notice. Decide whether or not you're going to plead guilty or not guilty. If you plead guilty, you're basically saying, I'm guilty of this crime of speeding, and I really desire for you to not have the points deducted on my license, and please lower my fee. Courtroom term for it is probation before judgment, and that's what you want to request. Ask the judge, I humbly ask that you give me probation before judgment so that I don't have points on my license, and would you please mind, and would you mind, I can't talk this morning, and would you mind decreasing the fee that I have to pay for the ticket? 9 times out of 10, he will do it. Traffic court is a very interesting place, and the judges basically hand out probation before judgments like candy. So it's very simple to get a probation before judgment. You just basically have to show up on time and show humility and show that you're sorry and that you won't do it again. And if you have a clean record, that helps, because that's the first thing, is that do not lie in traffic court, because he has all of your records right in front of you on a computer. So if you lie to him, bad. Don't do it. That's one thing. You plead guilty and you get probation before judgment. That means, again, let's review, no points on your license, and you will most likely get your fee either waived or decreased, basically cut in half or whatever. So we discussed guilty, and now we're going to talk about not guilty. If you plead not guilty, then the officer who actually pulled you over will have to appear in court. Sometimes they don't even show up. There were a lot of police officers who actually didn't show up to court when I was there, so you're kind of rolling the dice when you plead, not guilty. And so if he doesn't show up, the good news is you automatically won. You don't have to pay any fees, you don't have to pay anything. You just can completely go. No points on your license, you don't have to pay anything. And there's nothing going on your license, nothing. So you're not guilty, the officer doesn't show up, the judge decides to drop your case. So that's pretty cool. If you plead not guilty and you have a prepaid legal service behind you, and they'll have someone come to court. I know LegalShield will have someone come to your court date, speak on your behalf, and they'll say all the fancy words to get you not doing anything, hopefully. That's what they're supposed to do. One bonus piece of advice I have for you guys, when you decide to fight the ticket, you'll get something in the mail, and it'll have the time of your court hearing. Well, let's say it's 9:15 a.m. The judge has about maybe 35 other people to see before you, most likely, because that's basically what happened in my case. I was basically almost last. When it says 9:15, you might not be seen until 10:15, 10:30. That's something that I didn't know. I would have loved to know that. But yeah, that's how to fight a traffic ticket, guys. Very easy, very simple. Judges are very lax when it comes to traffic court, especially if you have a clean record. If you have a clean record, probation before judgment, you'll get it, no problem. Just decide to fight the actual traffic ticket. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. This is Alan Northern, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to comment below, and also hit that like button and hit that notification bell for future videos. All right, see you guys.